We're Carrie and Gary Johnson of Have Trunk Will Travel. We've been living with and working with elephants for over 40 years. It's all we've ever done and all we've ever wanted to do.
When we bring animals into human care, we need to understand how to help them live a balanced life based on the requirements of nature and achieve a healthy state of mind.
As the people who love and care for elephants, we know their most important needs are exercise, structure, and mental stimulation. We, as caretakers, need a way to communicate with our animals. We can't explain or rationalize with them, so we communicate through training.
Collars and leashes, reins and bits wouldn't work for an animal this large. So instead, we have a tool that is a natural extension of our arm. With it, we can reach and therefore cue any part of the elephant.
Our elephants get the best of care as a result of their training. They're used to having their every need met. Without the use of the guide, their standard of care wouldn't be as high as it is. The goal of the guide is to cue the elephant. The tip shouldn't be too sharp or too blunt. If it's too blunt, it can scrape or scratch the skin, and it stops being an effective form of communication.
You might wonder why an 8,000-pound elephant, like Rosie, would respond to a 6-ounce guide. Well, you have to understand the intelligence, the mentality of an elephant. They're a herd animal, and they require a leader, just like a dog requires a leader. They're a pack animal, just like a horse requires a leader because they're a herd animal. Elephant is no different. One of the first things we would do when we were first starting to train an elephant is start handling their trunk, to start developing trust, a relationship with them. And we would use the guide, trunk. And obviously Rosie is very well trained. Her trunk has been handled for over 20 years. And if we were going to teach her to put her trunk up, she obviously is used to it. Right, trunk, we would use the guide and help her right there. And we would even hold it to help her a little bit. All right. And one of the other things that you would do in the very beginning is start lifting their feet, because that's what you're going to do most of their life, to be able to trim their feet, to bathe them, to wash their skin, to wash their feet. And this is the cue, the physical cue, right here. Rosie, foot. To lift her foot. All right. And in the very beginning, if they will just move their foot, take the weight off, we would stop right there, because they're doing what we're asking them. And later, when they get used to it, get used to the guide, foot, all you have to do is tell them. But if she didn't hear, didn't understand, foot, I could just help her a little bit. All right. And if you notice, she's not afraid of me. She's not afraid of my guide. You know, I can wave it around her. She doesn't care, because we've developed a relationship with her, with all of our elephants. And another thing that's important is to be able to have them come to you and to back away from you. This is the cue to back them up. Rosie, back. Just right here in front of the trunk. Back. Steady. All right, Rosie, come here. And have her come here, is right here. Rosie, come here. Steady. All right, with well-trained elephants, you can certainly take care of them very well. They can be exercised every day. They can be bathed every day. Obviously, we can do foot care on them. And to do proper foot care and give them proper exercise, that helps prevent foot disease. Ty, she has, her left leg is shorter than her right, so we have built an orthotic for her to even her up. All right, Ty. All right. Because Ty is well trained, she will accept the orthotic. If she wasn't, you would turn your back and she would just pull it off. We've been having her wear something similar to this for the past 8 years. And we can see a big difference how it makes her more comfortable Her gait is more fluid. She walks even. It would be similar to a person that wears a lift on the bottom of their shoe because they do have one leg shorter than the other. We have the capabilities of doing this to help her live a long, productive life.
Training gives us the ability to keep elephants mentally stimulated, and that makes them well-adjusted animals.
In the wild, elephants can walk up to 40 miles a day just to find enough food to eat. In human care, where meals are delivered, we need to provide elephants with physical stimulation. Elephants who have all their needs met typically only walk from one feeding spot to another. We all know that walking from the couch to the refrigerator does not count as exercise. Because our elephants are trained, we can give them all the exercise they need.
When elephants are trained, there are codes of behavior. In the human world, we call these manners. Manners are what allow our veterinarians to safely work around our elephants and the ability to give our elephants care without stress or sedation for common medical procedures. Personal experiences with elephants often have a profound effect on people's lives. We see it over and over with our elephants. When people learn more about elephants and care more about elephants, they'll care more about their conservation. Seeing an elephant in a parade is one way people can have this experience with elephants right in their own community. We need elephants in our lives for their sake and for ours.
What we're losing without the guide is the personal contact with elephants. These elephants can go to fairs and they see thousands of people every day. And that's what makes, when you care about something, when you come in contact with it, is what makes people care. And when we lose that ability, why would people care about these animals that they never come in contact with? Our elephants are Asian elephants. We have 5 Asian females, and there's right around 30,000 Asian elephants left in the world today. That's the whole world. And there's about 500,000 African elephants. And we heard a report that there's 15 elephants being killed every day for their ivory being slaughtered. The general public, if they don't have an up-close and personal experience with an elephant, or really any kind of an animal, why would they ever care about it? Because most of us in our lifetime will never have the opportunity, the resources to go to the range countries and see these elephants, see these animals in general. And that would be a sad day when that happens.